Hello everyone, I am Chandra Prakash Bhaguna and today I want to discuss mock interview for Apache Solar. So these are the some technical questions for Apache Solar. So the question number one is solar cloud versus standalone solar. So in solar cloud, documents are split across multiple shards inside a collection and each shard has replicas for high availability. Zookeeper manages the cluster state, handles leader election, and monitor node health. If a leader replica fails, Zookeeper automatically elects a new leader. No downtime. Hierarchy is cluster, collection, shards, replica, and node. So standalone sta- standalone is a single solar instance with solar config.xml and schema.xml. Simpler, but no horizontal scaling and single point of failure. So in JAM project, we use standalone solar as it was a controlled government environment. I am I am well aware of the solar cloud for the large scale deployments. Second question is Zookeeper role in solar cloud. So what is the role? What is the role of Zookeeper in solar cloud? So Zookeeper plays three main roles in solar cloud. First, store cluster state, that is cluster state.json, which collection exists, which replicas are active, which is leader. Store config sets, schema.xml and solar config.xml are uploaded to Zookeeper, not kept or individual nodes. Third is the leader election. If a leader replica goes down, Zookeeper detects it via missed heartbeats and elects a new leader from available replicas. If Zookeeper goes down, read queries still work. Solar nodes have cached cluster state, but write operations fail and no new leader election can happen until Zookeeper recovers. So, third question is replica types. NRT, TLOG, pull. What are these in Apache Solar? So there are three replicas type in Solar Cloud. First is the NRT replica, near real time. Default type does its own indexing from update log, can become leader, used when you need fast search visibility after indexing. Second is the TLOG replica, that is transaction log. Only applies transaction log from leader, does not index independently, can become leader if needed, used when faster indexing with the slide tag is acceptable. Third is the pull replica. Only pulls committed segment from leader, cannot become leader ever, purely for read scaling, used when you have heavy search load and need cheap read replicas. So memory rule NRT equal to full indexer, TLOG equal to log applier, pull equal to read only copy. Fourth is the soft commit versus hard commit in Apache Solar. So soft commit makes newly indexed document immediately visible in search result without writing to disk. This is the basis of real time, that is NRT search in Solar. It is fast but not durable. If Solar crashes, data not yet hard committed will be lost. Second is the hard commit. Hard commit flushes data to a disk and creates a new index segment. Slower but ensures durability and data survives restarts. In production, we can use both together. Auto soft commit every few seconds for NRT visibility and auto commit every few minutes for durability. Configured in solar config.xml via auto soft commit and auto commit tags. Question number 5. They asked me JAM project indexing strategies in my JAM project. So in JAM project, we used PHP with Solarium library to connect to Apache Solar. We configured host, port and core name in the PHP config file and used Solarium client to index bid product data from MySQL. For indexing, we used Solarium update query, created document objects, mapped MySQL fields to Solar field, added to update query and executed with commit. For large data, we indexed in batches of 500 to avoid memory issues and reduce HTTP requests. In production, when bits were not visible to buyers, we triggered a full reindex. First deleted all documents using **** delete query. Refetched all published bits from MySQL and reindexed in batches of 500 with commit. For individual bit sync, we used to hit the sync URL with specific bit ID delta reindex. This taught me the importance of index sync monitoring in the production. Question number 6 is the eDismax query parser in Apache Solar. So, first of all, Dismax allows searching across multiple fields simultaneously in a user-friendly way. eDismax is the extended version with the additional features. Okay, once again, Dismax allows searching across multiple fields simultaneously in a user-friendly way. eDismax is the extended version with the additional features. QF, that is query field, which fields to search with the boost weight. Example, QF equal to product name to the power 3, description to the power 1 means product underscore name is 3 cross more important. PF, that is phrase fields, extra boosts when query terms appear as a phrase together. Example, PF equal to product underscore name to the power 5. Third is the MM, that is minimum should match. How many terms must match? MM equal to 2 means at least 2 words must match. BQ, that is boost query. Additive boost, example, BQ equal to in underscore stock true to the power 2 boosts in the stock products. BF, that is boost function based boost added to the score. Boosts, multiplicative boost applied on a relevant score. So in Solar Shop project, I used diff type equal to eDismax and QF equal to product underscore name to the power 3, description, brand category, and PF equal to product underscore name to the power 5. So extract product name matches rank higher. Question number 7, fetching in Solar. Facetting in Solar. So facetting in Solar allows users to filter and narrow down search result based on the field values, similar to the filter on e-commerce website. So 4 main types. First, field facet, group by field value with count. Parameter facet underscore field equal to category. So result would be mobile 4, laptop 3. That is the field facet. Second is the range facet. Groups by the numeric date range. Parameter facet dot range equal to price with start and gap. Result 0 to 20k in the bracket 3, 20k to 50k in the bracket 4. Third is the pivot facet, nested faceting, facet within a facet. Parameter facet dot pivot equal to category dot brand dot result colon mobile is greater than Samsung 2. Fourth, JSON facet API. Modern approach supports nested aggregations like SQL and group by. Faceting works fast because of the doc values. Field store in column oriented format, making count calculation very efficient. So in GEM project, we used field faceting for category and range faceting for price. In Solar Shop demo, I implemented category, brand and availability facets. Question number 8, indexed versus stored versus doc values. So index. If index equal to true, field is added to the inverted index exactly as you explained. Enable searching on that field. Without it, field cannot be queried. stored equal to true. Field value is saved as in the Solr. When document is fetched, stored fields are returned back to you, used for displaying results. Without it, you cannot retrieve the original value. Doc value is equal to true. Field value stored in column-oriented format on disk, not for searching, not for displaying, only for the sorting, grouping, much faster than using stored fields of these operations. Quick rule. Indexed for searching, stored equal to for displaying, doc value equal to for sorting, For example, category fields need all three. Description needs indexed plus stored only. No facetting. Price needs index plus stored plus doc value. Sorting and range facetting. Question number 9. FQ versus Q. That is, FQ stands for filter query and Q stands for main query. So Q is the main search query. It matches documents and calculates relevant score for ranking. Q equal to laptop returns all documents matching laptop ranked by relevance. Q result are newer cached, always recalculated. FQ is filter query. It narrows result without affecting relevance score. FQ equal to category colon laptop filter only laptop category documents. Key advantage of FQ: results are stored in Solr filter cache. Same filter applies again. Return from cache instantly without reprocessing, that is much faster. Also, FQ does not affect document ranking. Boosting belongs in Q, filters belongs in FQ. Filtering belongs in FQ. So in Solr Shop project, I used Q for user search term and separate FQ parameter for category, brand, and in the stock filters. Filters are cached and search relevance is not disturbed. Question number 10. Performance troubleshooting in Solr. Systematic troubleshooting approach. Step 1. Identify is it slow for all query or specific ones. Enable slow query logging in Solr config.xml. Slow query threshold millions equal to 100,000. Step 2. Check cache hit ratio. Admin UI plugin state cache if filter cache ratio below 80%, increase cache size. Third, step 3 is check JVM health. Admin UI JVM if heap above 80% consistently increase heap. Check GC pauses frequently. GC means performance issue. Set Solr heap equal to 4G in Solr in CMD. Step 4. Optimize queries. Use FQ instead of Q for filter cached. Avoid deep pagination with high start values. Use cursor mark instead. Step 5. Index cells. Too many small segments. Slow search. Run optimize force merge to merge segment. Step 6. Hardware. Move index for HDD to SSD. Huge difference. Ensure enough RAM for cache plus JVM plus OS files cache. From Gem experience, individual bit sync by hitting URL with bit ID. Full index for bulk out of the sync data. So the quick revision is Solr Cloud hierarchy. Cluster collection shard replica nodes. NRT can index yes, can be leader yes, best for default use. T-log transition log can index partial, can be leader yes, best for faster writes. Pull can index no, can be leader no, best for search scaling only. Now property purpose and use for. Index equal to true. Purpose adds to inverted index. Used for searching, querying. Stored equal to true. Purpose saves value as is. Used for displaying in results. Doc value is equal to true. Purpose column oriented storage and used for sorting, faceting and grouping. Q versus FQ, that is main query versus filter query. Purpose main query search plus relevance scoring. FQ filter narrow results. affect score, main query, yes. Affect score, FQ, no. Cached queue in the main query, no, no. Always recalculated. In the case of the FQ, yes. Filter cache. Example, Q equal to laptop and filter query equal to category colon laptop. So parameter full name, what it does, an example. QF query fields, field to search plus boost weights, product name to the power 3, description to the power 1. PF phrase fields, boost when terms appear as phrase, product underscore name to the power 5. Mean should match, how many term must match, equal to true. BQ boost query, additive boost to the score, in stock true to the power 2. BF boost function, function based additive boosts. So receive price comma 1 comma 100 comma 1000 boost multiplicative boost and boost equal to receive rod price comma 1 comma 1 comma 1. So this was the mock interview for the technical screening for the Apache Solar. So I will share more interview question with you and mock interview question with you. Till then, bye.